කොහොමද කොහෙද ඉන්නේ මාව ඇහෙනවද Can you hear me guys? Am I audible to you? Please turn on your videos. Hurry up. Others. Hurry up. Minuka, Suvini, Onasha, Ayon, Sanuka. Are you there? Nice DP, Onasha. Right? Okay, others, hurry up. Make sure to turn on your videos. Hurry up. Quickly. No, only menu. I can see menu. Sandil, I think shooting like a horror movie or something. I don't know what I'm doing. Right. Vinuja, are you there? I can see only his towel. Others, Abhimani, what happened to you? Ayon, Sanuka, Onasha. No excuses, huh? Right? Okay. Right, okay. Hurry up, Abhimani, Onasha, Ayon, Sanuka. Right. Others, what happened to Ayon, Abhimani and Sanuka? You're very bad. You're not sad. I don't know why you guys are not turning on your videos, right? The Matakani Gisati, near the Mankiwa, Sindhu at them, right? Mukata Mataka Sindhu. Mukata Sindhu in Matakain, Hard the Mataka Sindhu. Jatika Giti, national anthem. Kamelivilla Homad, Loke, Jaigan, right? Okay, let's start. So, to the session, right? Today we need to do the big calculations. Today is very much important. Pay attention. Nidhi matana logu wathura viduruwak langin genalla tiyagan, right? Monada ada api loku ganak hadanne yanne, right? Hari matath ekka tiyenawa, thank you, right? Hari api monada loku ganak hadanne yan. But before that, sorry, I couldn't send you the tute, right? So I'll send it to you. And before starting the class, there is an announcement. So I hope to conduct an additional class on Thursday. Is it okay? An additional class on Thursday. Then we can finish the lesson, because most of the time, you know, your examinations will conduct most probably next month, right? Am I correct? Second term, right? I think Western Province next month 17th, as I can remember, for Western Province, right? I don't know about other provinces, right? So now yesterday I scheduled an extra class for grade 10 English medium, right? Thursday morning 10:30 to 12:30, right? And another additional class for grade 10 Sinhala medium 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So I can give you before this time or after this time, but I have grade 11 Sinhala medium as well. I need to give at least 3 hours, right? So I only need to do your theory class. So how about early morning? මොන කරදරයක්ද මන්දනේ නිදා ගන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ. අපේ ආච්චි මුන්දලාට මැරිලා නැත්තම් එහෙම ආච්චිත් බැන්නේ. Right? Morning grade 11 English medium, right? 8:15 a.m. to 10:15. Then we can do a big calculation. Is it okay? Thursday, this Thursday. Holiday. Mama me nimadu dawasaka apa karan inne, right? Girlfriend ge goda balun ahagen inne man මොකද්ද?
සිල් ගන්න යන්නේ
නෑ සිල් ගන්න බෑනේ බං මුස්ලිම් අවුරුද්ද දවසේ. මුස්ලිම් අවුරුද්ද දවසේ
කවුද? බ්‍රාස්ලර් හරියට.
සිකුරාදා නම් ඔන්න කමන්නේ. right? මට කියලා තිබ්බේ ක්ලාස් දාන්න එපා අපේ ගෙදර ඉන්න කියලා. ඉතින් මම කිව්වා බෑ ගෙදර ඉන්න බෑ මට ක්ලාස් වටිනවා කියලා. Right? So how about Thursday morning? 8:15 to 10:50. Right? මට බැන්නොත් මාව බේරගන්න. Right? Okay. Thank you. Right? Okay. So finalize. Make sure දැන් උදේ 10ට විතර නැගිටලා හුටා ක්ලාස් තිබ්බ කියලා මතක තියාගන්න එපා. උදෙන්ම ඇහැරිලා එන්න. Your participation is compulsory, right? We can do big calculations. Clear, right? Okay. 8:15 to 10:50.
නින්ද ගියොත්
ඇවුනේ
නින්ද ගියොත් ඒ වෙලේ
නින්ද ගියොත් රෙකෝඩින් තමයි. Nothing to do. Okay. රෙකෝඩින් බලනවද ලයිව් ක්ලාස් ඇවිල්ලා ආතල් එකේ ඉන්නවද මට නම් ඇත්තටම රෙකෝඩින් බලන්න බෑ බුරු කියන්න ඕනේ මට නම් හරි අමාරුයි
මම බලන්නේ නැහැ
ඒකනේ කියන්නේ දැන් අපේ යුනිවර්සිටි කාලේ so I had lectures from 8 to 4 right දැන් මං යන්නේ ඇත්තටම මේ කාලේ මට මතකයි මං ඒක වීඩියෝ ඔන් කරගන්න කියලා මට මතකයි ඒකයි මම මැදි ඉඳන් බලනවා නේද පාරේ යන ගමන් බලනවා ඉතින් ඒ නිසා මම දන්නවා මං කරපු වැඩ මොනවද කියලා සමහරවිට පහුවෙන් මම සාමාන්‍යයෙන් පැය දෙකේ රෙකෝඩින් එකක් බලන්න ගියාම විනාඩි 15ක් බලනවා ගෙදරට එරවුමක් දාලා කුස්සියම හරි කාලේ එනවා ආයෙත් බලලා පැය දෙකක කොහොමත් බලද්දී අනිවාර්යෙන් පැය 6ක් 7ක්වත් යනවා හරිද තනියෙන් බලන්න confidence නැත්තම් ඉතින් right ඒක නිසා hope you will join na grade 11 English medium 8:15 to 10:15 right okay finalize is it clear send me a thumbs up right okay great if you need you can join with grade 10 English medium as well in this class I am going to do cash book and bank cash book start the cash book okay I'm going to start our lesson number I think it's 8 as I can remember 8 or 9 cash book okay so if you need you can join with that as well if you need to again recall your memory regarding the cash book I think Thursday I won't be able to conduct the discounts right and make sure not this Thursday for sure next Monday okay if you don't have adequate knowledge regarding to discounts can you remember trade discounts cash discounts okay so related to cash book better to join with grade 10 now මම කිසිම මේකක් නැතුව ඔයගොල්ලන්ට grade 11 එකටත් හැමදාම grade 10 links මම දානවා හැම monday මම grade 10 links උත් දානවා right so you can join with any class right okay so let's start okay right so before starting the class let me tell you now where we are I think you know these days we are doing financial statement with adjustment entries right can you remember guys these days I'm doing financial statement with adjustment entries right so you can remember last week I have finished the depreciation can anyone tell me the double entry of depreciation yes I double entry of depreciation hello depreciation double entry relevant depreciation account debit accumulated depreciation account credit can you remember the double entry right and you I think you can remember cost accumulated depreciation net value so I gave a note and I told you I couldn't read this one as I can remember right so and another thing there is a note of myself right okay this is the note I will send it to you now better to take a print out is it clear to you guys right better to take a print out there is a note so regarding the depreciation okay before moving to big calculations let me again read the depreciation part අද නිකන් හරි කම්මැලි නේද ඊයේත් හරිම කම්මැලි right preparation okay before that let me share right presenting of the current non-current assets in the statement of financial position when depreciable non-current assets of the business are to be presented in the statement of financial position, such asset should be presented in format using 3 columns as cost, accumulated depreciation. As you can remember, we had the last year depreciation as well. Okay, can you remember the accumulated depreciation account, right? And the carrying amount. Such format is given below. Observe it. Cost, accumulated depreciation, carrying amount, and make sure we depreciate only the depreciable non-current assets. We can't depreciate all the non-current assets. You know, we don't depreciate land, other than that fixed deposit, investment. Okay, so these are non-depreciable. And other than that, so there is an example, accounting period of Radha's business. And always I am telling you, most of the time, why you fail in your examination in this question, why you lose your marks regarding this example. Most of the time you will misunderstand the accounting period. You need to have a clear idea about accounting period. Sometimes they will give you prepare the financial statement for month, for a relevant month, understand. So sometimes they will tell you to prepare the financial statement for 6 months. You should be able to concern the financial statement period, right? If it is 6 months, when you are calculating depreciation, you need to concern cost and the purchase date, okay, everything, right? The accounting period of Radha's business end on 31st December 2022. Let's take 2022. Yeah, now in here, so they haven't mentioned, since this is a month, so we need to concern. If they have clearly mentioned this, if this is a month or 6 months, we should concern like that. If not, we should consider this is this accounting period for 1 year, which means if it is ends on 31st December 2022, it should be started on 1st January 2022. Can you remember, guys? Is it clear to you? Right? So make sure to have a clear idea. The non-current assets the business had as at 31st December 2022 is given below. Non-current assets: motor vehicle, building, machinery, furniture. Cost 400,000, 500,000, 60,000, 30,000. And make sure for each and every non-current assets, you can see there is an accumulated depreciation. For building 60,000, motor vehicle 100,000. We don't know this is for last year or concernable period of time, right? So we don't know. Sometimes this can be for 2 years, 3 years. මොකද purchase කරපු date එක දන්නේ නැහැ. සමහරට building එක last year එකේ ගත්තා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒතර last year එකේ ගත්තා නම් 60,000 විතර annual depreciation. හැබැයි building එක අවුරුදු දෙකකට කලින් ගත්තා නම් ඒකේ accumulated depreciation එකේ දැනටමත් තියෙනවා 30,000 plus 30,000, 60,000. Is it clear to you? Right? So this year depreciation also 30,000. We don't know, right? So motor vehicle, furniture, right? We don't know the dates, right? The non-current assets are depreciated by 5% per annum, and to record the depreciation and accumulated depreciation account is maintained, right? Guys, can you hear me? Are you there? Can you hear me, guys? Are you there? Right? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. So when it comes to the depreciation includes in the profit or loss statement as an relevant expense relevant for the accounting period as follow. Now think about building. You know, in here how much is the cost? Can you remember? Cost is 400,000. So we should depreciate by 5% per annum. So 400,000 in here, no any information regarding the, you know, the depreciation formula, cost minus scrap value. If it is a percentage, we should multiply it by the depreciable percentage, understand? So cost minus scrap value means depreciable amount. In here, no any information regarding the scrap values. Most of the time in your second paper, so most of the time they won't mention anything regarding the scrap value. So the scrap value is 0. So the cost should be cost should equal to the depreciable amount. So depreciable amount is also same as the cost. 400,000 into 5%, which means 20,000. Now look here. So annual building depreciation is 20,000. So we can see 60,000 as at 1st January 2021, not on 31st December 2022. Understand? On 1st January 2022, right? So since the annual depreciation is 20,000, okay, so you can find 60,000 on the accounting period first, which means the day, first day. So you can conclude that so this machine had purchased before 3 years ago. Is it clear to you? Right? Why? So 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, right? So means 60,000, right? So when it comes to in motor vehicle, so the cost is 500,000. So 500,000 into 5% means 25,000. So 25,000 is the annual depreciation. So you can find as at 1st January 2022, it's 100,000 as the accumulated depreciation. So this machine had been purchased before 4 years ago. Is it clear to you guys? Is it clear to you? Right? So when it comes to machinery depreciation, it's 3,000, which means 60,000 into 5% means 3,000. So you can find 6,000 as the accumulated depreciation. Again, අවුරුදු දෙකකට කලින් තමයි අරන් තියෙන්නේ. Right? අවුරුදු දෙකකට කලින් තමයි අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ. So when it comes to furniture, cost is 30,000. 5% means 30,000 into 5% means 1,500. You can find the accumulated depreciation as 3,000, which means 3 years, 2 years ago. Right? This is the 30. Right? So like that, it depends. We don't need to concern the previous year, but in here, right? But if it is when it comes to MCQs, we should find that as well, right? Okay, non-current assets accumulated depreciation on as at 1st January 2022. We should add this year depreciation, which means already calculated depreciation. Meaning, may avurudhe calculate karapu tika opening the accumulated depreciation මේ වලට එකතු කරාම මේ අවුරුද්ද එකයි කලින් අවුරුදු වල දැන් මේ 1st ජනවරි කියන්නේ කලින් අවුරුදු වල ආපු ඒවා. ඒ දෙකේම ටෝටල් එකට එකතු කරාම මේ අවුරුද්දේ අන්තිමට අපිට හම්බ වෙනව නේද? තේරුණාද? Right? මේ අවුරුද්දේ අන්තිම වැලියු එක හම්බ වෙනවා. So this is the depreciation, not the net value. This is the accumulated depreciation. Right? This is the accumulated depreciation. Right? 80,000, 125,000, 9,000 and 4,500. Right? Okay, so the non-current assets as at 31st December 2022 is shown in the statement of financial position. First, we should concern the cost. You know, these are the cost. So already given, these are the costs: 400,000, 500,000, 60,000, 30,000. So we should consider this accumulated depreciation, which means the accumulated depreciation as at 31st December 2020, which means these things. Right? 80,000, which means including the previous year depreciation as well. 80,000, 120,000, 9,000, 4,500. So then we can get the carrying amount. So cost minus accumulated depreciation. Then we can get the grand total of the non-current assets. Is it clear to you guys? Send me a thumbs up. I think it's really easy. No any difficult. Now you know the scenario. Is it clear to you? Send me a thumbs up. If it is not clear to you, let me know. Right? Okay, others? Vinuja, what happened?
Sir, මොනවද කියන්නේ?
Huh?
මොනවද කියන්නේ?
නෑ මොකුත් කියන්නේ නෑ. අපි පොඩි සූද කතාවක හිටියේ. අපි ජීවිතය ගැන ගැඹුරු ලෙස කතා කරා. Right? මොකද උනේ වාට?
කෝල් එක.
කෝල්. මට ගුණවර්ම මතක් කරා මම කියන්නේ නැහැ ඉතින්. කෝල් එකක් ආව නම් ඒක කට් කරන්නේ. Right? Okay. මම මෙච්චර ළමා කෙඩුවා. හරි. Look here, now in here you can find. So this is my note. මේක ඉතින් මම හැදුවේ අර ඉත්තර වගේ නිකන් අර ගණන් ටිකක් දාලා මම හැදුවා. බලන්න මේක චුට්ටක් මම පොඩ්ඩක් මනස කලවන්න හැදුවේ. මම මේක පොඩ්ඩක් දෙන්නම්. පොඩ්ඩක් බලා ගන්න මේ ඔයගලන්ට dates වලින් චුට්ටක් පොඩි knowledge එකක් ගන්න. Look here, no need to write anything. Okay, just have the answer with me, right? Exercise number 1. Property, no need to write anything because all the answers are included. Okay. Now you can get a clear idea about depreciation. Okay. The property plant equipment information is Marlon's business as follows. Then බලමු වැඩ ඉන්නවද කියලා. දැන් පොඩි quiz එකක් කරන්නේ, right? Assets, these are the property plant equipment: building, motor vehicle, machinery, furniture, equipment. These are the cost. In here they have given the purchase date, understand? Okay, useful lifetime you can find. Additional information, what are the additional information in here? Scrap value of motor vehicle at the end of its useful lifetime is 100,000. Machine is expect to have a scrap value of 80,000 at the end of its useful life and is expect to bear rupees 30,000 as advertising cost for selling. Very much interesting, right? So what are the concerns? Calculate the amount of depreciation of each assets to be shown in the profit or loss statement for the year 2021. Right. Can anyone tell me the depreciation of building? Just calculate. Okay, now get a piece of paper and calculate the scrap value of depreciation of building and tell me building depreciation. Any answers? Are there any answers? Fully pennan පේනවත් එක යට ගමන්නේ මේ බානු මම පෙන්නන්නම්කෝ බානු building එකේ cost එක 100,000 no need to write it just look I'll give the other one building cost is 100,000 scrap value is 0 no any information regarding the scrap value right scrap value is 0 so in here no any percentage so the useful lifetime is 40,000 so the depreciation is 10,000 is it clear to you right depreciation is 10,000 when it comes to motor vehicle, can anyone tell me the depreciation of motor vehicle as of concern the purchase date as well? You should concern the purchase date. This is very much important. Purchase date on 1st July, right? July 2021. Can anyone tell me the depreciation? We are in 2021. So how to calculate the depreciation? Any answers? Don't send it to me to my chat box. Unmute and tell me because I can't see your messages because I'm using both screens, right? දැන් අපිට බිල්ඩින් එක 2016 ජුලයි 1st ගත්තට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ ඇයි 2016 එකේ තමයි මේ ජුලයි ඕගස්ට් සැප්තැම්බර් ඔක්තෝබර් නොවැම්බර් ඩෙසැම්බර් 6 months විතරක් අපි ඩිප්‍රීෂিয়েට් කරා තේරෙනවද අනිත් අවුරුදු වලට whole year but when it comes to motor vehicle we should depreciate only for 6 months relevant for 2021 is it clear why because the purchase date is 1st July 2021 July, August, September, October, November, December, 6 months, right? So how to calculate? How much is the cost? 500,000. Scrap value? 100,000. In here you can find the scrap value and additional information. Is it clear to you guys? So useful lifetime is 10 years. Useful lifetime is 10 years. So we should find the half of that answer, which means 6 upon 12. Clear? Right? Masa and depreciate. So the depreciation is 20,000. Is it clear to you guys? Send me a thumbs up. The depreciation is 20,000. Right? If you can't understand, let me know. I'll explain it again. Right? This is just the maths part. Right? මේවා හරිය අමාරුවෙන් දකින්න එපා. Right? මේවා හරිය ලේසි පොඩි දේවල් පොඩි concepts ටිකක් තියෙනවා. When it comes to machine, see? Cost is now purchase is 2018, no any impact to 2022 year, right? We should depreciate for the whole year. Understand, right? So cost is 200,000. There's a scrap value 80,000, but I told you we take in the net selling price for scrap value. Can you remember, right? If there is any cost, so we should deduct it from the scrap value. Look here. Machine is expect to have a scrap value of 80,000 at the end of its useful life and expect to bear 30,000 as an advertising cost for selling it. So 80,000 minus 30,000 means 50,000. So this is the scrap value 50,000. So 200,000 minus 50,000 and divide by 20,000 is 7,500. When it comes to furniture, we should depreciate for whole year. Equipment as well, no any step value mentioned. 300,000 divided by 50 and 250,000 divided by 5. So in here, make sure this is cost. So using thousands, right? Using thousands. Is it clear to you guys? Using thousands, right? So that's how we calculate the depreciation, right? Property, plant, equipment schedule as at 31st December 2021. පොඩ්ඩක් අමාරුයි. දැන් මෙතන අහන්නේ prepare property, plant, equipment schedule as at 31st December 2020. දැන් අපි දන්නේ මේ කලින් අවුරුදු වල purchase කරපු machine වල accumulated depreciation අපි calculate කරන්න ඕනේ. මං කියන්නේ තියෙනවා, right? Now look here, when it comes to building, you know cost is 400,000. No any impact. Cost is building cost is 400,000. So annual depreciation is 10,000. Annual depreciation. But so we purchased this 2016. Now we are in 2021. So 2021 depreciation is 10,000. The අපි 2016 ඉඳන් depreciation calculate කරනවා. 2016 6 month විතරයි නේ කියන්නේ 5,000. තේරෙනවද? 5,000, right? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, which means 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, which means 6 years. Sorry, 5 years. 5 years, right? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 means 5 years. 10,000 for 1 year, so 5 years means 50,000. For only for 2016 year, it's 5,000, right? Half of the amount. Understand? So the annual, so the accumulated depreciation is 50,000, 5,000. You can take it easy. Is it clear? Which means 5.5 years. Is it not clear? Right? Not clear, right? Now look here. Now we should prepare the property, plant, equipment schedule as at 31st December 2021. Now you know when we prepare the property, plant, equipment schedule, right? You know how to prepare the property down. When we prepare property, plant, equipment schedule, we should concern, these are the columns, you know, cost, then accumulated depreciation. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙච්චර කාල depreciate වෙච්ච ඔක්කොගෙම total එක. තේරෙනවද? purchase කරපු දවසේ. තේරෙනවද? Then the net value. Then the net value. So when it comes to building, right? Building. So the cost is how much? It's 400,000. Look here. When it comes to building, the cost is how much? 400,000. Which means cost means this is the cost 400,000. Right? Is it clear to you now? It's clear, right? Accumulated. Now we should prepare this as a 2021 December 31st of December 2021. Okay, is it clear? Right? But this was purchased on 2016. Purchase date කොහොමද? දැන් ඔයා දන්නවා we use a straight line depreciation. එක හැම අවුරුද්දටම වෙන depreciation එක same. වෙනසක් නැහැ. තේරෙනවද? right? හැබැයි 2000 දැන් මේ අපි ඉන්නේ 2021 year එකේ මේක අරන් දිනේ 2016 year එක. දැන් අපි timeline එක නිකන් උඩින් අඳිමු. මම timeline එක අඳින්නම් ඔයාලට තේරෙන්නේ. now 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 years comes 2016, right? 2000 number 2 මෙච්චර අමාරු වෙන්නේ exam එකේ මම අර concept එක හරියට කියලා දෙන්න ඕන නිසා තේරෙන්නේ. මේ depreciation එකට විනාඩි 5ක වැඩක් කියන්නේ. මේ MCQ වලට face කරන්න ඕන නිසා මම දෙන්නේ. තේරෙනවද? ඔයාලට මහ වෙලාවක් යන්නේ O level exam එක. මේ ඔයාලට A levels උත් එක්ක මම මේ කියලා දෙන්නේ. commerce කරනවා, right? So this is number, don't think this is much tough, 4, 5, 6. So this is 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. So we should prepare, we should find the net value as at 2021 December 31st. Is it clear? Right? Now it's fine, right? But purchased on 2016 July 1st. Right? July 1st. ඒ කියන්නේ 2016 year එකේම depreciation ඉන්නේ නැහැ නේ. අවුරුද්දේ මැදකදී ගත්තා නම් annual depreciation means cost minus scrap value multiply by divide by useful lifetime. right? When it comes to building, no one is scrap value. So annual depreciation is 10,000. හැබැයි 2016 year එකේ අවුරුද්දේ මැදදී ගත්ත නිසා ඒක 10,000 නෙමෙයි කීයද? 5,000. Easy clear, right? Easy clear, right? But when it comes to 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, we can take 10,000. Both all 10,000 for each and every year. For 17, 10,000. ඒ අවුරුද්දෙම තියෙනවනේ මැෂින් එක. 2018 උත් අවුරුද්දෙම තියෙනවා. 2019 උත් අවුරුද්දේ තියෙනවා. 2020 උත් අවුරුද්දේ තියෙනවා. 2021 උත් අවුරුද්දෙම තියෙනවා. So what is the depreciation? 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 55,000. Is it clear to you? I think is it clear to you? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, කොහොමද sir එහෙම 5,000 තිබ්බ එක එහෙම year එකත් එක්ක 10,000?
නෑ අපි 5,000 පළවෙනි අවුරුද්දේ මැදදීනේ කොල්ලෝ ගන්න. පළවෙනි අවුරුද්දේ මැදදී ගත්තා නම් අවුරුද්දෙම ඩිප්‍රීෂিয়েට් ගන්න බෑ. පර්චේස් ඩේට් එක තියෙන්නේ මේ තියෙන්නේ. පළවෙනි අවුරුද්දේ පර්චේස් ඩේට් එක තියෙන්නේ. දැන් ඒ අවුරුද්දේ ඩිප්‍රීෂিয়েට් කැල්කියුලේට් කරද්දී අපි අවුරුදු භාගයකට විතරයි ඩිප්‍රීෂিয়েට් කැල්කියුලේට් කරන්නේ. මොකද අවුරුද්දේ මැද ගත්තා නම් අවුරුද්දෙම ඩිප්‍රීෂিয়েට් කරන්න බෑ. අවුලන්නේ තේරුණාද?
ඒ කියන්නේ sir year එකේ start එකේදී ගත්තොත් 10,000 කියලා ගන්න.
ඔව්. ඒක 2016 ජනවරි 1 ගත්තොත් ඒ අවුරුද්දෙම ඩිප්‍රීෂিয়েට් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ භාගයක් ගත්තේ දැන්. ඒ කියන්නේ හිතන්න අවුරුද්දේ හරි මැද බලන්න. අවුරුද්දේ හරි මැද we down you know how to calculate now if it is not if we can't depreciate for the whole year, cost minus okay scrap value, okay, divide by useful lifetime, okay, and we should multiply find the number of months. ඒ කියන්නේ තිබ්බ කියන්නේ ඒ අවුරුද්දේ පර්චේස් කරේ මැද්දේ නම් හිතන්නේ ගත්ත දවසට පස්සේ ගත්ත දවස් නම් පහුවෙනි මාසෙකට විතරයි. හිතන්න මාස තව 6යි නම් තිබ්බේ 12න් 6න් වැඩි කරා. Right? 6 upon 2. Right? So if we purchase on August 1st, it's 5 months. August, September, October, November, December. 5 upon 2. Okay? If we purchase the machine on March 1st, think March 1st. Okay, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 10 months. Purchase අවුරුද්ද විතර ඔය ජිරිබිරිස්ස කියන්නේ. Purchase කරන අවුරුද්ද මැද ගත්තොත් තමයි ඔය ජිරිබිරිස්ස කියන්නේ. Right? අවුරුද්ද මුලම ගත්තොත් ප්‍රශ්නයක්. Right? Okay. So like that you can find the depreciation for each and every year. Look here. Now motor vehicle. So think about motor vehicle purchase date is 2021. ඉතින් මේ අවුරුද්ද depreciation එක විතර accumulated depreciation. මේ 20,000 විතරයි. අයි කලින් අවුරුදු වල මේක තිබිලා නැහැ. තේරෙනවද? කලින් අවුරුදු වල තිබිලා නැහැ. When it comes to machinery, look here, the purchase date is 2018 now. 2018 December 31st means we can't depreciate for 2018. 19, 20, 21 only for 3 years. Understand? Only for the 3 years. So the annual depreciation is 7,500 into 3 years, which means 22,500. 22,500. When it comes to furniture, purchase date is 2020 January 1st. So 2021 only for 2 years. So the annual depreciation we already calculated, it's 6,000. So 6,000 into 2 means 2 years means 12,000. So when it comes to equipment, look here. Purchase date is 1st January 2019. So 19, 20, 21, 3 years, right? 3 years. We can depreciate for 3 years. 3 years. So it's 150,000. So these are the accumulated depreciation. So carrying amount deduct by cost from accumulated depreciation. Now what is the third question? Calculate net value of building as at 31st December 2020. ඔන්න ඔක තමයි මට දෙන්න ඕනේ. අවුරුද්ද බලන්න. 2021 වලට නෙමෙයි net value එක ගන්න. මොකද 2020 වලට. තේරෙනවද? 2020. So how to calculate it? So now you know this. The answer is in the board. Look here. This is for building. So they are asking the net value for this date. Understand? Okay, right? This date. So purchase day, now we for 2016 depreciation 5,000 now. 1,000. So that accumulated depreciation means 40,000 plus 5,000, 45,000. Is it clear? Right? So cost minus scrap value means the net value. And the accumulated depreciation net value. Net value means cost minus accumulated depreciation. So cost is now the accumulated depreciation is 45,000, right? Cost is 400,000. 400,000 minus 45,000 means carrying value is 355,000. තේරුණාද? ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ නේද? අවුලක් නැහැනේ, right? ලොකුවට හිතන්න එපා. Don't think much. Just get the ideas. So these are the past paper questions. No, this is not the past. Look here. අවුලක් නැහැ නේද? කම්මැලි නැහැ නේද? Guys, are you okay with this one? Right? This is really very much interesting. Okay. Look here, exercise number 2. I have given the answers since no need to worry about the answers, right? Look here, the exercise number 2. ABC business purchased a factory machine of rupees 51,000 on 1st July, which means 7th, 2021. Now you can get the answer, right? The machine is expected to have a scrap value of 6,000 as at the end of its 5 years useful lifetime. So estimate useful life is how much? 5 years. Sanil, where are you going? Right? Okay. Calculate the depreciation amount on the basis of straight line method to be charged on, look the year, 31st December 2021. Purchase also made on 1st July 2020, same year, right? Okay, we don't need to worry about previous years. Again, I got the depreciation then. Now look here, when it comes to 2021, we can't depreciate for 6 months. Why? Purchase kare mein davas. So we can depreciate only after 1st July 2021, which means 6 months. Okay, so how to calculate the depreciation? Cost 50,000, scrap say 50, this should be correct as 50,000, 50,000, scrap value is 6,000, so useful lifetime is 5 years, 6 upon 12, or you can divide the answer by 2. Again, bargaining වැඩි කරත් හරිය ඉතින් එන answer එක 6 upon 12 නැතුව එන answer එකෙන් bargaining ගන්න ඕනේ. දැන් මේක නැතුව තිබ්බොත් මේ answer එකකින් එන්නේ අවුරුද්දෙම depreciation. Right, which means 8,800 then. ඔයා එක දෙකෙන් බෙදලා ගත්තත් ඔයාට එනවා. ඉතින් අච්චර නටන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. තේරුණාද? Right? Okay. So, and show the relevant double entry, machine depreciation account debit, accumulated depreciation account credit. Now this is 2016 past paper question, right? මෙන්න මේක ගොඩක් අය වරද්ද ගත්තා. So what is the question? Before moving to that, I want to tell you something, guys. Turn on your videos. So what is my plan? From next month onwards, I am going to start your past papers. From next month onwards, I am going to start your past papers in paper revision class, right? So we need to do from 2016. Mama education department එකෙන් මට තාම අර 2022 paper එකේ හොඳ එකක් හම්බුන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකේ මට තියෙන්නේ ළමයි කුරුටු ගාව බලටු ගාව අර ළමයි පේ විභාග කරපු එක විතරයි මගේ ළඟ තියෙන්නේ. අර හොඳ එකක් තියෙනවා නම් PDF එකක් මට දාන්න. මම ඒකේ එනකම් පොඩ්ඩක් මේ ඉන්නේ තාම මේක රිලීස් කරලා නැහැ paper marking යන නිසා. Right? If you have 2021 to 22 paper, please send it to me, then we can start. Still I'm waiting for 2022 paper. I have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We need to do 7 years past papers. Right? 16, 18, 19, 20, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that's why, so my target is to start the past papers from next month onwards. So it's October, November, December, we have around 4-5 months. Okay, so we can do the past papers easy, right? Okay. So look the question in here, exercise number 3. Right. Following are the information regarded to a machine, motor vehicle purchased by a business. purchase price, scrap value, effective lifetime 5 years. So purchase price 600,000, scrap value 50,000, useful lifetime is 5 years. If a business depreciate motor vehicle using straight line method, how much is the depreciable value? ඕක පරද්දගත්ත ගොඩක් අය යවුද. ගම්මට ගිහිල්ලා depreciation calculate කරලා දාලා ඒක වැරදි. Make sure depreciable amount means only the cost minus scrap value. Okay, so depreciable amount means cost minus scrap value. You don't need to divide it by effective useful lifetime. Understand? Depreciation means cost minus scrap value divided by useful lifetime or cost minus scrap value multiplied by depreciation percentage. Understand? It is the depreciation. In here you need to calculate the depreciable amount, cost minus scrap value. The 5 years වලින් බෙදපු කට්ටිය වැරදි. It's only the 550,000. Is it clear to you? Send me a thumbs up. Right? Is it clear to you? Right? Are there any concerns? Right. Okay. No need to do other calculations. I have already given you the things, right? So let's start. So the today's part, write the heading. Preparation of financial statement with adjustment entries. Preparation of financial statements with adjustment entries. Write the heading. Done? Are you okay guys? ඔයාලා හොඳින්ද? Can you hear me guys? කො කට්ටිය කතා වන්නේ නේ අයියෝ මට නිකන් හොල්මන් වලට ගන්නනවා කම්මැලි. Yes. සින්දුවක් අහනවද? කම්මැලි වෙලා කොහොම අහන්නේ? Right. So many messages.
So ඕක ගන්නලා ඊට පස්සේ සින්දුවක් කරා.
Sir, one more. No, one more. තව නෑ. තව one more යකෝ. දෙකක් දැම්මා.
දැන් සිංගල් සින්දුවද?
නෑ ඇතිනේ. ඇති මට අහන්න.
ඕකට
ඔය සින්දුවේ මොකද්ද කිව්වේ කියලා කියන්න බෑ. මොකද්ද සින්දුවෙන් කියන්නේ? Be a champion නා. කවදා හරි පොඩ නමක් තියෙන මිනිස්සෙක් වෙන්න නැත්තම් වැඩක් නෑ. මම නම් ඇත්තටම තාම මේ ලොකුවට නම දෙන්න නෑ. හැබැයි අපේ කැම්පස් එකේ මේ කායි හරියමුත් මං ගැන නොදන්නේ ඉන්නේ. මොකද අපේ බැච් එකේ announcer මම. right? බැච් එකේ table tennis ගහලා තියෙනවා මම. right? බැච් එකේ වැඩවලට ඉඳලා තියෙනවා ඕන තරම්. මේ බැච් එකේ මන් නොදන්නේ කෙනෙක් ඕනනම් අපේ කැම්පස් එකෙන් අහලා බලන්න 174 බැච් එක. 510ක් ඉන්නවා බැච් එකේ. බැච් එකෙන් ඔක්කොම ආව දන්නවා. right? ඉතින් ඒ වගේ තමයි ඔයගලන්ටත් කියන්න තියෙන්නේ මේ ඒක විතරක් නෙමෙයි. දැන් අපේ DS කොල්ලෝ ඉන්නවද නෑනේ? DS කොල්ලෝ නෑ නේද? අපේ ඉස්කෝලේ තේමාව තමයි මොකක්ද? තමාට පෙර රට නේද? ඒ වගේම මේ මොනවාද අපේ එකේ තියෙන වෙනම කල්චර් එකක් අපේ මොනවාද සර් අපි ගොඩක් කරු කරනවා අලස් වහලා තියෙනවද? ටිය අලස් දන්නවද නැහැ? අලස් කියන්නේ ගේට්වේ එක පටන් ගත්තේ අලස් තමයි ඒ කාලේ හිටිය හොඳ කෙනෙක් කුඹි කැල එලි කරලා DS එක ඇදුවා අවුරුදු 50කින් අපි ලොකු ගමනක් ගිහිලා තියෙනවා DS එක. රයිට්? ඒතර කලම්බු DS එක කිව්වහම නොදන්න එකෙක් නැහැ ඉතින්. ඒ වගේ තමයි දැන් අලසට කරු කරනවා තමයි කියන්නේ මම කියන්නේ Tamanට කරු කරන්න හදාගන්න කියලා මේ ගොඩක් දෙයක් කරන්න. දැන් මම දැක්ක ළඟදී මම මේ මොනවාද FB එකේ ගිහිල්ලා බලද්දි මම දැක්ක කොල්ලෙක් හිටියා මේ verified account එකක් තිබ්බ Facebook page එකක් 2002 හරි 3 හරි. නහරි මේ මට නම් මතක නෑ මොකක්ද කියලා ඊය එක බෝන් ඊය එක. එතකොට මේ ඒ කොල්ලගේ ප්‍රොෆයිල් එකට බැලුවම මම දැක්ක උඩ කාර් එකක් තියෙනවා හොඳයි. රයිට්? හොඳයි. ඒ වගේම verified account the fan base ඇහුන්නේ
ඒකට බෙන්ස් එකක් තියෙන.
ඔව් මට chopper එකක් තියෙන මට ඉතින් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ රයිට්. එතකොට මේකක් තියෙනවා තව බැලුවම මේ කොල්ලගේ මේ පල්ලයට ගියම හොඳ ඩිජිටල් මාකටර් කෙනෙක් රයිට්. හොඳ මේකක් තියෙනවා හොඳ fan base එකක් ඉන්න හොඳ content එකක් තියෙනවා. හොඳ ගොඩක් අය follow කරනවා. එයාගේ ගොඩක් මියවරියනවා. ඉතින් අර ඒ වගේ තමන්ට value එකක් හදා ගන්න රයිට්. අනිත් ඒවා dependent ඒවා දැන් අත්‍තරම ගොත් මම දෙයක් කියන්නම් මේක ඕගලන්ට ගොඩක් වැදගත් රයිට්. මිනිස් මේක අලුත් පාඩමට යන්න කලින් මම කියනවා මිනිස්සු ජාත් කොට්ටාශ දෙකක් ඉන්නවා රයිට් එකක් තමයි මේ මම කියන්නේ ඕගලන්ට අනාගතේ ඕගලන්ට කවදා හරි ජොබ් එකක් කරන්න වෙනවා ඔයාගේ හැතිය මත පළවෙනි කාරණාව තමයි දැන් මම ජොබ් එකක් කරන ගමන් වැඩ කරන මිනිස්සෙක් ටික කාලයකට මම දිගටම ජොබ් කරන්න අදහසක් නැහැ දැන් මම ජොබ් එකක් කරන්නේ ඒකට හේතුව ඒක මම කරන්නේ මගේ ළමයින්ට ඉන්වෙස්ට්මන්ට් එකක් තේරෙනවද ඒකට හේතුව කොමර්ස් කරන ටීචර් කෙනෙක් අවුරුද්දක් අර එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් තියෙනවා කියන්නේ උට පුළුවන් උගන්වන්න. ඇයි? මට පොතේ දැනුමෙන් විතරක් ඔයගලන්ට උගන්වලා වැඩක් නැහැ. ඇත්තටම එහෙම වැඩක් නැහැ. ඒකට හේතුව මම දන්නවා ජොබ් මාකට් එකේ මොකද වෙන්නේ. කොහොමද බිස්නස් accounts තියන්නේ. ඒතර මට ඔයගලන්ට ඒක හොඳට කියලා දෙන්න. මං කියලා දෙන්නම්. රයිට්? එතකොට මම නිකන් A levels කරලා යුනිවර්සිටි ඉඳලා අනිත් පැත්තට ඇවිල්ලා කරුවොත් වැඩක් නැහැ. මොකද මාකට් එකේ දැන් ඔයගලන් අපි ගොඩක් ට්‍රේන් කරන්නේ බිස්නස් වර්ල්ඩ් එකට යන්න. රයිට්? හැබැයි මතක තියාගන්න ජාති දැන් මට ජොබ් එකක් කරද්දි මට තේරෙනවා අපි කාගේ හරි කම්පැනි එකක වැඩ කරද්දි ඒක හරි අමාරුයි. ඔයාලට තේරෙනවද මම කියන්නේ ඒකට හේතුව අපිට ලොක්කු ඉන්න ඒගොල්ලෝ දැන් ඉන්ස්ට්‍රක්ටර් වල වැඩ කරන්න මැනේජර්ස්ලා ඉන්නවා. රයිට්? ඒතකොට අපිට ප්‍රෙෂර් එක වැඩි. හැබැයි ඔයා කවදා හරි ඔයාගේම බිස්නස් එකක් ඔයාගේ මොකක් කර වෙනම වැඩක් පටන් ගත්තොත් ඔයාට ප්‍රෙෂර් එකක් නැතුව මයි පෙට්‍රල් විදිහට තමන්ගේ වැඩේ ඕන විදිහට කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකට ලොකු කැපකිරීමක් කරන්න. මං කියනවා කවදා හරි ඔයාගේ ඕන් බිස්නස් එකක් හරි කවදා හරි ඔයාගේ වෙන මොකක් හරි වැඩකින් කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් හැබැයි මේ සමහරු ඉන්නවා ජොබ් එක ප්‍රෙෂර් එක යටතේ කරන්න පුළුවන් වැඩෝ ඉන්න. දැන් මැනේජර් කෙනෙක් වුණත් එයාත් කරන්නේ ජොබ් එකක්. පඩියකට තමයි සැලරි එකට තමයි වැඩ කරන්නේ. තේරෙනවද? ඉතින් මැනේජර් කෙනෙක්ට highly paid but stress එක වැඩි. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා මම කියන්නේ ජොබ් එකක් කරන්න ඕනේ නමුත් බලන්න කවදා හරි තමන්ගේම බිස්නස් එකක් හරි තමන්ගේ වෙන මොකක් හරි එකක් හරි කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන වතාපිටා ඔයාට හදාගන්න පුළුවන් පාත් එක දැම්ම හදාගන්න. ඔයා දැම්ම තීරණය කරනවා. ඒ මොකද අපේ රටේ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙන ප්ලෑන් එකක් නැහැ. ඔයා දැම්ම තීරණය කරන ඔයා කවුද වෙන්නේ? මොකද්ද ඔයාගේ පාත් එක? ඔයා ඒක ඇචීව් කරමු. මොකද අපිට රට ළමයෙක් ගත්තොත් මෙයා පොඩි කාලෙම හිතනවා මම මේ කෙනෙක් වෙන්නේ මම ඒ වෙනුවෙන් වැඩ කරනවා. පයිලට් කෙනෙක් නම් ඌ මැරීගෙන හරි කොහොම හරි කරලා පයිලට් කෙනෙක් වෙනවම තමයි. රයිට්? ඔයා හිතන්න ඕනේ ඔයා වෙන්න ආස කවුද? ඒ වෙනුවෙන් ඔයා වර්ක් හાર્ඩ් කරලා ඔයා ඒ වෙනුවෙන් කරන්න පුළුවන් පාත් එක සම්පූර්ණයෙන් හදාගන්න ඇඩිෂනල් දේවල් තියාගෙන. මම කිව්වා මාකටිං පැත්තනේ මම කිව්වා IT සයිඩ් එකේ ඒ බෑන් ඔයාට ඕන තරම් earn කරන්න පුළුවන්. මට මිස් වෙච්ච ඒවා මම කියන්නේ. රයිට්? ඔයා තාම පොඩි. ඔයා මෙතන 2006 හරි 7 or 8 I don't know. age 2006 7 8 around right. ඒතර ඔයාට තාම පොඩි ඔයාට කල් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒවා ඉගෙනගෙන වැඩ කරොත් ඔයාට කවදා හරි මේ හොඳ තැනකට යන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Okay, let's start the question. So I'll start from the first one. Okay, the example below depicts how to prepare financial statement using the above explained adjustment entries. Observe it. So now, so in my note, you need to follow 7 steps when you prepare the financial statement with adjustment entries. How many steps are there? 6 steps. Understand? We should follow 6 steps. Okay? Steps to be followed in preparing financial statement with adjustment entries. No need to study and remember this one. මේක මගේ note එකක් ඔයා මේ විදියට වැඩේ කරොත් ඒ ගාන අමාරු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. තේරුණාද? right? මේක නිකන් idea එකක් ගන්න. First read the given exercise as a summary and find out the question to be answers. Relevant finance statement, journal entries or if any. දැන් ගොඩක් ළමයින් ප්‍රශ්න තියෙන්නේ දන්නවා වැඩිකමට ඌ ගානේ මුල කෑල්ල දැක්ක ගමන් ගාන කරගෙන යනවා පස්සේ අන්තිමට කියලා බලද්දි අහලා තියෙන වෙනමම. තේරෙනවද? ඒක නිසා ඒක තමයි හැම අවුරුද්දෙම ගොඩක් අයට පැටලෙන්නේ. මුලින්ම ගාන කියවල මොකද්ද අහන්නේ කියලා ඔයා බලන්න. උඩින් කියන සමරියක් විතරයි කියවන්නේ. fully අපි කියවන්නේ. තේරුණාද? Second one, identify the time period relevant for the question. You need to have a clear idea about the time period, starting date, ending date, how many months, understand? You need to have a clear idea about this one. Rule the financial statement, write statement names correctly and write items and topics that can be written in common financial statement structure. You need to write the name and the first of all you need to rule the financial statement. Now you know we use the headings and we draw the financial statements easily, right? And when it comes to other thing, read the and understand the adjustment, additional information, identify there are any interrelated adjustments. Normally, look here, listen to this carefully. Normally, when it comes to financial statement with adjustment entries, we start the question from additional information. Is it clear? අපි question එක පටන් ගන්න additional information. Right? එතර තමයි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් adjustment entries දෙන්නේ. Making adjustments in the finance statements වල අපි adjustment කරන්න. Adjustment should be made using the account balance and that are in the trial balance and the account balance that are not in the trial balance. The remaining accounts balance in the trial balance that was not subject to adjustments should record in the finance statement. While I am doing this one, you can have a clear idea, right? Before starting the first one, I am going to start the first one. Though there is the answer, I am going to do this with you. Is it clear to you guys? Let's do the first one, but before that, let's do the first one. But before today, I am going to do the first one. I don't know whether sometimes I will take the paper revision class time as well. Understand? Okay. So Thursday, I am going to do this one. Example number 2. Okay. Next Tuesday, I am going to do activity number 3, 4. Then we can finish the lesson. Is it clear to you? Then I will send another exercises to you, right? So before that, what I am going to do, you need to again remember your adjustment entries. Can you remember the adjustment entries? What was the first adjustment entry? Accrued or payable expenses. Can anyone tell me the double entry of accrued or payable expenses? Now you should know what is the double entry of accrued expenses. How to concerning the accrual concept. Though we paid or not, we should identify the expenses as it is. So we should identify payable amount in the relevant expense account as well. Understand? So what is the double entry of accrued or payable expenses? Relevant expense account debit. Why? Payable amount should record in the expense account. Relevant expense account debit. Relevant accrued expense account credit. Is it clear to you guys? I think you can remember. Okay. When it comes to number 2, accrued or receivable income. Can anyone tell me the double entry of accrued or receivable income? Relevant receivable income. Since this is an asset, understand? Income account debit. Relevant income account credit. Okay. Are you okay with this one, guys? Okay. When it comes to third adjustment entries, we did bad debts. Okay. Before that, make sure you know why we debit the expense account, expense increase. Why we credit the relevant accrued expense account, liability increase. Why we debit the receivable income account, it's asset increase. Income increase. Bad debt, what is the double entry? Bad debt account debit, relevant debtors account credit. Why we debit the bad debt? You know, it's expense increase. Why we credit the debtor? Asset decrease. Recently I have done depreciation. I think you can remember the depreciation double entry. Relevant depreciation account debit, relevant accumulated depreciation account credit. Why we debit the depreciation account? You know, expense increase. Why we credit the accumulated depreciation? I think you can remember. Instead of crediting to the asset account, we identified in a separate account asset decrease. Okay. Quickly write this and raise your hands, then we can move to the example. Hurry up. Quickly write this and raise your hands. This is the final discussion related to adjustments. Yeah, sure, I'll send a picture. Hurry up, finish it and raise your hands.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, अंतिम के asset decrease කියලා තියෙන්නේ.
Yes, asset decrease. Asset decrease. Others, Sandil, Minuk, Abhiman, Minuk, Ayon, hurry up. Done. Abhimani and Ayon are still writing, or have we finished? Make sure to raise your hands once you finish. Ayon, what is the situation? Are you there? Right. If you need more time, let me know. Right. So let's start. Now I'm going to start from the example, right? And I'm not going to write the double entries relevant for the example. Why? So you know double entries already printed in the textbook, so we don't need to waste our time. Okay, right? We just rule the financial statements, right? Okay. Don't leave until the class ends. Okay. Let's start the example. Write the heading. Example page number 85, 86. Example page 85, 86. Example page 85 and 86. Right? Okay. What is the question? The accounting period of Sarani's business, look here, ends on 31st December 2022. Let's take last year 2022. So begins on 1st January 2022. Understand? So 1 year, right? The trial balance as at 31st December 2022 is given below. I think you can remember the accounting process. You know, once we prepare the source document, prime entry book, then you can ledger, right? So, trial balance. Can you remember the accounting process? Source document, prime entry book, ledger, trial balance. Then, you know, sometimes if there is any error correction, we do the error correction. Now, we do the adjustment entries. We again not going to prepare the trial balance, okay. So, adjustment entries, then we do the prepare the financial statements, right. Okay. This is the trial balance, you know. Debits and credits. ඔන්න ඕක මම කලිනුත් කිව්වා. ගොඩක් අය වරද්ද ගන්නවා. පැත්ත බලන්නේ නැහැ. දැන් හිතන්න මම කලිනුත් කිව්වනේ බැංක් account කියලා credit side එකේ තියෙන. ඒතර ඒක දානවා කියලා current assets වලට. ඒක වැරදි. බැංක් account කියලා credit side එකේ තිබ්බොත් ඇයි? මොකක්ද ඒක liability එකක් ඒ bank overdraft එක. Okay, bank balance එක credit side එකේ තිබ්බොත් ඒක overdraft එකක්. So like that you need to follow. Okay, no need to check the trial balance. These are the additional information. So what we should prepare from the above information, observe how the journal entries relevant to the adjustments. Profit or loss statement for the year ended 31st December 2022. Statement of financial position as at 31st December 2022 have been prepared. I'm going to remove this first one. Understand? No need to do the first one. Let's do second and two. Why? Already printed the journal entries. We don't need to waste our time to do this. Is it clear to you guys? Right? So let's start from 2 and 3. Whose business is this? Sarani's business, right? Okay, do this with me. Now, when you draw this, this is we do second and third. Second and third. I'm going to do the example page number 85, 86, second first. When you write the name correctly, you will get marks. Sarani's business. Business. First we prepare the profit or loss statement. Profit or loss statement. Can you tell me the other line? Can you tell me how to write the other line? You know, when we prepare the profit or loss statement, we concern the whole year. Can you remember? Right? So then we write for the year ended. For the year ended. For the year ended 31st December 2020. You know how many columns we need? We need 3 columns. 1, 2 and 3. This is not enough. Okay. One, 2, 3. Is it clear to you guys? Right? Then let's write the headings. I think you need to know the headings. What is the first one? Sales. Next line minus cost of sales. Under cost of sales, you know we should write opening stock. Then plus purchases. Then we don't know whether there will be carriage inwards, loading and unloading. We don't know. So keep 2 lines. Then write cost of goods to be sold. Cost of goods to be sold. Then minus the closing stock. Okay. Then minus the closing stocks. Okay, minus the closing stock. Minus the closing stock. Then calculate the gross profit. ළමයි මේ මොනවාරි පිට සද්ද ඇහෙනවද? එහා මෙහෙන් සද්ද ඇහෙනවද නැහනේ? ඇහෙනවා නම් කියන්න. Gross profit. Okay. Once we calculate the gross profit, after that line we should දැන් මම මුකුත් ගාන බලන්නේ නැතුව මේ කරන්නේ. මම මේ ගාන මුකුත් බලන්නේ නැතුව කරන්නේ. එතකොට අපි නිකන් අපි ට්‍රයල් බැලන්ස් එක බැලුවොත් ඔයාලට පේනවා සැලකිය යුතු දේවල් ටිකක් තියෙනවා මේ දින. අපි දන්නේ නැහැ කොච්චර රූල් ගානක් කියයිද කියලා. ඉතින් අපි එස්ටිමේට් එකක් තියන්න. ඉතින් වැඩි ඉඩ තිබ්බා කියලා බය වෙන්න එපා. Right? So once we calculate the gross profits plus other income. Okay. Once we add the other income, we need to keep at least 6 lines. Understand? Keep 6 lines. Then minus expenses. Normally, so what are the major expenses? Distribution and administration. So you need to keep at least 7 lines for distribution and administration. Understand? First we write the distribution expenses. Okay, keep 7 lines, at least 7-8 lines. ඊට වැඩි වුණා කියලා කමක් නැහැ. Administration expenses, keep 7 lines. Okay, then other expenses, keep 2-3 lines. Enough. 3 lines is enough. Financial expenses. When we prepare the profit or loss statement, when we draw the P&L, okay, financial ඇදී කියලා නිකන් ණයා ගිහිලා වගේ නේද? චුට්ටක් දන්නේ නැද්ද? Financial දැන් කෙලින්නේ ඊතඩේ කියන්න එපා. Right? Okay. Then let's draw the number 3. After that, let's draw the number 3. So for after financial expenses, keep 4-5 lines, it's enough. Better to start from a new page. Now from here in after, we should change our SOFP structure. Can you remember? Right? Okay. This is Sarani's business. Number 3. I can use only this space. Sarani's business. Okay. Statement of financial position. Statement of financial position as at 31st December 2022. After this, we need 3 columns. Okay. What are the 3 columns? Cost, okay, scrap value. Sorry, cost accumulated, depreciation, carrying amount. Okay. First we write the assets. Under assets, first we record the non-current assets. We don't know how many non-current assets there will be. Right? So keep 3-4 lines. 4-5, at least 5 lines. Okay? At least 5 lines. Then current assets. We don't know how many current assets can be identified. So keep at least 5-6 lines, right? Then get the equity. Under equity, you know the opening equity is capital. To that we should add additional net profit for sure. We don't know whether there can be additional capital and drawings. So keep another 3 lines. Then take the liability. You know, first liability is non-current liability. Keep 2 lines. By only the non-current liability that you have is bank loan. 2 lines is enough. Then current liability. For current liability, keep 5-6 lines. Okay, 5-6 lines. After that, write the heading workings. You need to do the calculations. Workings. Workings. Okay, draw the structure and raise your hands, then I can start the activity. Once you finish, raise your hands, then we can start together. Hurry up. I'm waiting for each and everyone. What you need another color paper, pen, and you need a pencil, because while we are doing this, we need to correct this one in the trial balance. Okay. Others, Minuka, Abhimani, Ayon, Onasa, finish it and raise your hands up.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So මේ වගේ question එකකට කොච්චර time එකක් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්ද?
කොච්චර time එකක්ද?
ඔව්.
කොච්චර time එකක්ද? 15 to 20 minutes. Right? Minuka and Abhimani, can you hear me? If you are still writing, no worries. If not, raise your hands. Right. Thank you. Let's start. Better others also can turn on their videos, right? Okay. Normally, when we are doing this kind of example, okay, this is the starting. Look here, don't do, I'm the one, you should follow my path, right? Now, because I'm specialized in this part, okay, so my degree is accountancy, right? So you should follow my path, right? So even I did consolidated accounts. What is the term called consolidated? This is a sole proprietorship, right? ඒ කියන්නේ තනිපුත්ගේ අපි කරා යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ ඒ කියන්නේ කම්පැනි දෙක තුනක් තියෙනවා. දැන් හේලිස් ගත්තොත් හේලිස් ගෲප් එකේ කම්පැනි තියෙනවා බර ගානක්. තේරෙනවද? ලයිසියම් ගෲප් එකේ කම්පැනි 38ක් තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේ කම්පැනි ඔක්කොම වෙන වෙනම අරගෙන ඒව ඔක්කොම එකට ආයි එක P&L SOFP වලට ගන්න. ඒවා ගත්ත ඉතින් තද කර right. Okay, let's start from here. Now normally we don't need to concern the trial balance. Look what are the things included. We start from the additional information. Is it clear to you? Right? Okay. First one, accrued look here, don't do anything. Okay, accrued expenses as at 31st December 2020. ඒ කියන්නේ 12/31 වෙනකොටත් ගෙවලා තිබ්බේ නැති ඒවා expenses. තේරෙනවද? What are the things? Insurance expense, rent expense. How much is the insurance? 2,500. Understand? So rent expenses 4,000. Can anyone tell me the double entry of accrued expenses? Relevant expense account debit, accrued expense account credit. දැන් අපි බලන්න ඕනේ මේ අවුරුද්දේ කීයක් හරි දැනටමත් ගෙවලා තියෙනවද කියලා. කීයක් හරි දැනටමත් ගෙවලා තියෙනවා නම් already trial balance එකේ තියෙනවා. ගෙවලා නැති කීයක්වත් trial balance එකේ ඉන්නේ නැහැ. මං කියලා තියෙනවා. මොකද ගෙවලා නැත්තම් cash book credit වෙලා expense එක debit වෙලා trial balance එකට එන්නේ නැහැ. තේරුණාද? ගෙවලා නැත්තම් අපි ගෙවුවා නැද ගෙවලා නම් ගෙවලා තියෙනවා නම් ඇයි අපි adjustment කරන්න ඕනේ? ගෙවලා නැත්තම් නේ අපි adjustment කරන්නේ, right? First, what you should do, quickly come to the P&L, sorry, trial balance and find whether there are any insurance and rent expenses in the trial balance. Insurance and rent, we can find. Pencil in dot dekak daga. Okay. So you can find insurance how much? 8,000. Rent how much? 20,000. This is the paid amount. What is the accrued amount? When it comes to insurance, it's 2,500. Quickly come to here and at plus 2,500. Okay, right? Quickly come to the rent, it's 4,000. මේ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? මේ අවුරුද්දේ ගෙවලා තියෙනවා 20,000 rent, ගෙවලා නැහැ 4,000. Am I clear to you guys? Am I clear to you? So what is the amount relevant for the period for it? 24,000. Quickly come to the P&L. You know we identified under accrual concept. Quickly come to the P&L and identify under administration rent expense 24,000. First column, first column. මොකද ගෙව්වත් ගෙව්වේ නැතත් අවුරුද්දේ ගානම තමයි මේකට දාන්නේ. Okay. Rent expense 24,000. But we paid only 20,000. Okay, 4,000 is payable. You know, this payable amount is a liability to the business. Understand? So it's a current liability. Terunadu current liability. So payable amount should write it under current liability. It's 4,000. Payable rent. First keep one first line. You know we should follow the accrual. This liquidity concept, which means priority to release. First we write the creditors. Keep the first line for the creditors. In the second line, write payable or accrued rent. We don't need the first column. Write it in the second column. It's 4,000. 4,000. 4,000. Okay, 4,000. When it comes to insurance, paid 8,000, should pay 2,500 next year. What is the amount relevant for this year? 10,500. Am I clear to you guys? Am I clear to you? Right? 10500ක් තමයි අවුරුද්දට අදාළ ගාන. ඉතින් ඔයා දන්නවා ඉන්ෂුරන්ස් එන්නෙත් මොකේටද? Administration. Insurance expense. Insurance expense. 10,500. Okay? 10,500. But payable amount is 2,500 now. Payable or accrued insurance. How much? 2,500. 2,500. 2,500. I don't know whether you can see it properly. 2,500. Once you finish, send me a thumbs up. අවුරුද්දට දාලා ගන්න මේක හරි ලේසි. අර අච්චර දඟලන්නේ අවුරුද්දට දාලා ගන්න මේකට දැම්මා. තේරෙනවද? එක්ස්පෙන්ස් එකක් නා. ඒකේ ගෙවලා නැති පෝෂන් එකක් තියෙනවා නම් ලයිබිලිටි එකක් විතර දැම්මා. I think you can remember the double entry of දැන් ගෙවපු ගාන already තියෙනවා. Once you finish, send me a thumbs up. Once you finish, send me a thumbs up. First, okay, done. 1, 2. I got only 2 thumbs ups. Others, finish it and send me a thumbs up. Abhimani, Ayon, Onasha, Sandil. Okay, Ayon done. Onasha, Abhimani, Sandil. Onasha, Abhimani, then Onasha and Sandil. Finish it and send me a thumbs up. Right. Okay. Now look here. What is the then we got the hari දාන්න trial balance එකේ already taken things we should put a correct mark. නැත්තම් අපි ආයෝග ගන්න පුළුවන්. ගත්ත ඒවට hari දාන්න already concern කරපු. Right? What is the double entry for journal entry for accrued insurance and accrued rent? You know, insurance expense account debit 2,500. Why? When it comes to insurance, you know, already paid 8,000, payable is 2,500. Payable amount එකත් මේ මොනවාද insurance expense account එකට දාලා අදාළ අවුරුද්දේ amount එක තමයි අපි මෙතනට ගන්න. තේරුණාද? ඒ වගේම rent එකත් එහෙමයි. ගෙවපු නැති ගානත් rent expense එකට දාලා තමයි මෙතනට ගන්න. දැන් අරව මතක වෙන්න ඕනේ. තේරුණාද? So what is the double entry? Relevant expense account debit when it comes to insurance, insurance expense account debit, accrued insurance expense account debit 2,500. Accounting for accrued insurance expense. When it comes to rent, rent expense account debit, accrued rent expense account credit 4,000. Right? Done. This one is done. Interest receivable as at 31st December 2022 is 7,000. Interest receivable. How much? 7,000. Now we should check whether are there any insurance. Sorry, interest. Are there any insurance? Already receive interest කියක් හරි දිනවද කියලා බලන්න. interest කියක් හරි මොන හරි දිනවද? නෑ. කියක්වත් නෑනේ. කලින් interest කියක්වත් හම්බෙලා නැහැ. හම්බෙලා නම් already trial balance එකේ තියෙනවා. කියක්වත් කලින් හම්බෙලා නැහැ. ඒතර අවුරුද්දට අදාළ ගානම අපිට හම්බෙලා නැහැ. තේරුණාද? So we should identify this interest in other income. You know, right? Come to other income, right? Interest income. Interest income. How much? It's 7,000. Use the second column because we keep first column for expenses. This 7,000 is a receivable amount. So under current assets, you know, receivable. Keep the first line for closing stock. Receivable interest income. No need to write in the first column 7,000. The full amount is receivable. Okay. Relevant receivable income account debit relevant income account credit, right? Is it clear? Under current assets, receivable interest income 7,000. Under other income, you know, interest income 7,000. Look here, the double entry. Interest receivable account debit, interest income account credit, right? Look here, our thing is correct. දැන් මේ ටෙක්ස්ට් බුක් එකේ ගත්තොත් පැටලෙනවා. මොකද ඒක එක එක විදියට දාලා තියෙනවා. තේරුණාද? අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් පටන් ගන්න adjustments වලින්. Number 3, 3,000 should be written off as bad debts from trade debtors. First of all, we should quickly find the trade debtors. How much is the trade debtors? Look here, this much. Put a dot under trade debtors. Okay, dot mark එකක් දාන්න. ඒ වගේම අපි බලන්න ඕන already දැනටමත් තිබ්බ bad debts කීයක් හරි දිනවද කියන්නේ අවුරුද්දේ මැදලි කවුරු හරි මැරිලා කියලා දැනගත්තා නම් අපි අවුරුද්දේ මැදදී ඌ එකපාර bad debt කෙනෙක් කරලා දානවා. අවුරුද්දේ අන්තිමටකන් ඉන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. තේරුණාද? දැන් මේ අවුරුද්දේ අන්තිම තමයි හොයලා බලන්නේ සල්ලි දුන්නේ නැති අය කවුද කියලා. So out of our debtors, 3,000 should be concerned as bad debt. So we should remove 3,000 from our debtors. Look the side now. Since debtors are our assets, the side is debit. Okay, we should deduct 3,000 from our debtors. Okay, right. When it comes to debtors, you know, debtors are our assets. Okay, debtors are our assets. So you know, we should write now the debtors is how much? 14,000. Trade debtors how much, guys? It's 14,000. Now debtors are how much? 14,000. Not the 17,000. And this 3,000 should identify as an expense under distribution. Bad debt. Bad debt. 3,000. 3,000. 3,000. Okay. Bad debt 3,000. What is the double entry of bad debt? Relevant, bad debt account debit, relevant debtors account credit. So bad debt and debtors we should. දැන් හැමතිස්සෙම රහසක් කියන්න. රහසක් කියන්න කාටවත් කියන්න එපා. හාද? එපාද? රහසක් කියන්න. එපාද?
කියන්න සර්.
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඇඩිෂනල් ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් වල එනේවා අනිවාර්යයෙන් මේ දෙකටම බලපාන. තේරෙනවද? ඇඩ්ජස්ට්මන්ට්ස් මේ දෙකටම එනවා. අනිත් ඒවා දෙකට වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක තමයි රහස. right? So we already taken the trade debtors. Okay, දැන් හරියට දාන්න trade debtors ඉස්සරේ. trade debtors ඉස්සරෙන් හරියට දාගන්න. මොකද නැත්නම් අපි ගත්තේව මිස් වෙනවා. Okay? Okay, put a correction mark. Okay, for trade debtors. Right. The other one. And now the depreciation. You should do workings. Annual depreciation should be provided on motor vehicles and office equipments on cost 8% and 10% respectively. When it comes to motor vehicle, it's 8% from the cost. No information regarding the scrap value. So quickly we should find the motor vehicle cost. How much is the motor vehicle cost? Can anyone tell me where's the motor vehicle? This is the motor vehicle. Put a dot. It's 300,000. Okay, 300,000. 300,000. Now, no information regarding the purchase date, so we should do the depreciation for whole year. Is it clear to you guys? Is it clear to you? Right? Okay. How much is the motor vehicle depreciation? Cost is 300,000. Depreciation is rate is 8%. So under workings write like this: motor vehicle depreciation. Workings වල ලියා ගන්න මම ඉඩ නැති නිසා මෙතන ලියන්න. 300,000 into 8 upon 100. No any information regarding the scrap value. It's 24,000. Sorry, it's 24,000. It's 300,000, right? 300,000 24,000. How much is the motor vehicle depreciation, guys? 24,000. When it comes to office equipment depreciation, can anyone tell me the office equipment depreciation? Find it and tell me. Motor vehicle, sorry, office equipment depreciation. You know the office, when it comes to office equipment, find the cost. ළමයි කම්මැලිද? නෑ නේද? නෑනේ. Cost is 40,000 now. Cost is 40,000. So the depreciation, no any information regarding the scrap value. So 40,000 into 10 upon 100, which means how much? It's 4,000. Write these things under workings, right? Write these things under working. Now we know the relevant depreciation. We should account it. You know the double entry. Relevant expense account debit, relevant depreciation account debit, accumulated depreciation account credit. Now we should find whether are there any accumulated depreciation. ඒ කියන්නේ accumulated depreciation නෑ කියන්නේ මේ අවුරුද්දෙම තමයි purchase කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ අවුරුද්දේ මුල. තේරුණාද? අවුරුද්දේ මුලම තමයි purchase කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒතර මේ අවුරුද්දේ depreciation මේ අවුරුද්දේ P&L එකට යනවා. Motor vehicle depreciation 24,000 we should write under distribution expenses. Motor vehicle depreciation, it's 24,000. Okay, 24,000, right? So when it comes to office equipment, you know those are for administration purposes, so we write under administration expenses. Motor vehicle depreciation, sorry, office equipment depreciation 4,000, right under administration expenses. Office equipment depreciation, how much? 4,000. 4,000, right? 4,000. Now we should fill the chart. Okay, now we have taken the cost. Now we should find the know any accumulated depreciation. Delivery motor vehicle, then delivery කිව්ව ගමන් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම administration නෑ delivery වලට sorry මේ distribution distribution වැඩ වලට නෑ. then ගාන්න ඩාංගාල ඩූම් ගාලා පියට් trial balance එකට ගිහලා මේ දෙකට හරියට දානවා. මොකද අපි දැන් cost එක ගන්නයි යන්නේ. 300,000 40,000. Okay, delivery motor, no any information regarding land building, so delivery motor vehicle, how much? Its cost is 300,000. When it comes to office equipments, you know cost is 40,000. Cost is 40,000. Now we have already calculated the accumulated depreciation. You know, when it comes to motor vehicle, no any previous depreciation. Trial balance එකේ කලින් අවුරුදු වල depreciation දීලා දිනවද? නෑ. මේ අවුරුද්දේ depreciation එක 24,000 for motor vehicle. Write it as it is, 24,000. When it comes to office equipment, 4,000. 4,000, right? 4,000. Right. Okay. If you need more time, let me know. Okay, right. This one also done. Now the other one. Final one. මේකත් ඉවර depreciation ඉතර. දැක අලුච්චර තොගයක් ඉගෙන ගත්තට පොඩි කෑල්ලයි. තේරෙනවද? ලොකුවට ගොඩක් ඉගෙනුවට පොඩි අවුරුද්ද depreciation expense එකක් කරනවා. ඒ වගේ මේ chart එක උද. තේරෙනවද? ලොකු දෙයක්. The other one. All inventories has been sold out as at 31st December 2002 means 1. No any closing stocks. When it comes to closing stock, you can write 0. No need to mention under current assets closing stock is 0. But since there are no any closing stock, we don't need to write it under current assets. Okay. All the inventories has been sold out, done. Then ඔක්කොම අපි ඉවරයි. මොනවාද? අපි ඔක්කොම මොනවාද අරන් තියෙන්නේ? Adjustment entries. Sorry, I forget to tell you this one. The depreciation. Look, so this is the bad debt, 3,000. Bad debt account debit, trade debtors account credit. When it comes to depreciation for motor vehicle depreciation account debit, accumulated depreciation account credit. So when it comes to office equipment depreciation account debit, office equipment accumulated depreciation account credit. Now we should take the other balances in the trial balance. Then make එක තැනකට විතරයි. Starting from the first one. ඒකයි හරි දාන්න කිව්වේ. හරි දාන්න කිය වැදගත්කම. ඒතර සමහරට ගත්තේ ඒවා ආයි අරගෙන ආයි ලියන්න පුළුවන්. තේරෙනවද? ඒ නිසා ඒකයි අපි already taken things we should take correction. Right? Okay. Inventories as at 1st January 2022 6,000. Quickly write opening stock 6,000. When it comes to opening stock, it's 6,000. Middle column, 6,000. Opening stock 6,000. So many messages. Sir, board is clear now. But then sorry, yeah. Then opening stock done. Okay, correct it. Purchases 185,000. Purchases 185,000. 185,000. Okay. When it comes to carriage inwards, there are carriage inwards 4,000. Okay, so write it under purchase. Carriage inwards under 4,000. Carriage inwards 4,000. Right? 4,000. 4,000. Sales how much? 385,000. You know these. Look the side. Sales are income, so we write it under credit side. 385,000. Sales 385,000. 385,000. Okay. Now the other one. Sales promo දැන් මේ දෙක ගත්තා rent insurance ගත්තා ඒක නිසා ආය rent insurance concern කරන්න ඕනේ. We don't need to concern rent and insurance. Sales promotion 14,000. It's an expense, right? Okay. So now look here. Sometimes in your trial balance they may give like this: rent under debit side 2,000, rent under credit side 5,000. So you should identify rent under credit means an income, rent under debit means an expense. Understand? So sales promotion 14,000. Quickly write to distribution. You know it's distribution. Sales promotion. Sales promotion expenses. How much? 14,000. 14,000. Right? When it comes to salesman salaries, it's 30,000. 30,000. So quickly come to the distribution. Salesman salary. It's also a distribution. Salesman lata given a salary of distribution matamai 30,000. 30,000. Right? Discounts given 4,000. You know it's a distribution expense. Discounts given how much? It's 4,000. It's an expense 4,000. Right? Discounts received 9,000. You know it's other income. It's 9,000. Okay. The other one, bank loan interest, you know financial expenses. Bank charges also financial expenses. Is it clear to you guys? Those two are financial. So quickly write to under these two financial expenses. Bank loan interest 6,000. Bank loan interest 6,000. Okay. Bank charges 2,000. Bank charges, it's 2,000. Okay, 2,000. When it comes to the other one, trade creditors, how much? Credit side 32,000. Trade creditors. Okay, trade creditors, how much? Guys, can you see the screen? Yes, okay. Trade creditors 32,000. Quickly write it under current liability. First one, trade creditors it's 32,000. 32,000. 32,000. The other one, bank loan to be settled after 3 years 50,000. You know it's non-current liability. Bank loan, you know it's after 5 years, sorry 3 years. 3 years, you know 3 years means 50,000. You can write it in the third column by no any other non-current liability in your level. Right? 30,000. So 50,000. 50,000. The other one is cash 20,000. So you can write cash at last as the current assets. Cash 20,000. No any other. Cash 20,000. Okay, 20,000. Right? The other one, fixed deposit 5 years. You know it's current assets, right? So non-current assets. So but it's not property plant equipment. To balance property plant equipment, you should keep one line. Then in the other line write fixed deposit. Fixed deposit 5 years. How much? It's 70,000. 70,000. 70,000. Okay. The final one, capital 250,000. So under equity, capital is 250,000. 250,000. Finish up to this point and raise your hands. All the things are done. I'll send a picture to the group as well. I'm going to balance this one in your paper revision class. Okay, let's do the balancing part in the paper revision class. Quickly finish up to this point and raise your hands. Finish up to this point and raise your hands. Venuja, Ion, Binu, finish up to this point and raise your hands.
Finishing.
Done. Okay. Okay, I'll already send a picture, right? Binu, are you still writing? Sorry?
Then song එකක්.
Then? I never.
ඔව්.
Right? Hari, this is enough for theory class. So I'm going to do the Nalanda paper for paper after balancing this one. So after balancing this one, I think you know there are pending things in Nalanda. This one, right? Last week I have done up to this point. I can remember I did up to 5th one, right? Okay. So I need to start from this one. Okay, now you know how to do this one. We can start this one. Then බලන්න ගානට ලෑන්ඩ් කරා හරියටම අද පාඩම මේ වෙච්ච දවසේම අපිට මේක කරන්න. ගැම්මක් තමයි boss. Right? Okay, let's start the class at sharp 8:45. Only 10 minutes today. Okay? Only 5 minutes, right? Now it's okay. 48. Let's start 8:48. Right? Okay, come back sharp. Don't waste time because if you late, so you will miss how to balance this one. Okay, so come back sharp 8:40.
මේ link එක ගන්න තියෙන්නේ.
ඇවුනේ
මේ link එක ගන්නද?
මේ නෑ තව link එකක් තියෙනවා. වෙන LMS වෙන link එකක් තියෙනවා LMS. Right?
ඔව්.
Okay.